Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Kian and today I'm going to tell you my 3 top tips that you should consider before doing your first ever bodybuilding prep. So take a seat, grab some popcorn, grab a white monster and let's get into it.
How you feeling?
Alright, top tip number 1 is finding a good coach. There is a lot of coaches online nowadays, and I think it's very important when you are considering doing a bodybuilding show that you pick the right coach for you. You're pretty much going to be paying someone to make all of the decisions for you for the next 6 months of your life. So you want to know that they know what they're doing. Ask to know what's actually going to happen every week, because they should have that planned out, because prep is preparation. You're preparing to step on stage on that day and bring your best physique on that exact day. If things aren't planned, then you're planning to fail, and you don't want to spend all this time, all this money, miss out on all these social events and not get where you want to get to on show day. I want to make sure that you guys are picking the right coach for you. Personally, my coach is amazing. I wouldn't have gone to anyone else. I actually worked with him a few years ago and I thought he was such a good trainer that I knew if I ever did a show, I would go back to him and I would message him and see if he could take me through prep, and that's what we've done. Alwyn, shout out to you, bro. It's been awesome. There's all these things that need to be factored in, and you definitely want to make sure that you're in safe hands when doing that. So yeah, that's tip number 1. All right, guys, tip number 2 for your first bodybuilding prep is practice your posing. I left my posing pretty late. I think it's good to go see a posing coach for a couple sessions, get some pointers. Obviously, whoever is coaching you will have a good knowledge of posing, especially if they've done a number of shows themselves. For me, I'm fortunate my coach knows a lot about posing himself. He's also pointed me in the direction of some great people online, and I got to work with a great coach for a few sessions, but we're now 3 weeks out and I'm happy to do the last part of the posing on my own. For me, posing isn't something that I particularly enjoy, but I also understand that you can have a really good physique, but if you don't present it properly on show day, you will be marked down on that, and that could cost you the win. So considering all this hard work that we put in, you do have to do the posing. It's just something you have to do. If you're a bit like me and you don't enjoy the posing, get over it. If you can get a passion for posing early on in prep and get excited about it and work on some posing in your free time, I think that's going to help drive you through prep. And that's probably the one thing I would change if I could do my prep again. It would be to work on the posing a little bit earlier and get a bit more passionate about it, because it should be exciting. This is how we present our physique and present all that hard work on show day, but also talk to your coach about the poses and get a rough idea for your federation what poses they are expecting for your class, because I'm doing men's physique. So men's physique posing is completely different to men's classic, and because I'm doing both of those classes, I need to learn 2 different sets of posing and have 2 kind of performances. One's 15 seconds for men's physique, and then for men's classic is like 50 seconds. So I need to have those organized, those routines good to go for show day as well. So definitely get onto your posing early. All right, and the third and final tip for your first bodybuilding prep is going to be to lock in a show. And I don't mean just like pick a show. I mean like find a show with the right federation that's good for you. For me, it's ICN, which stands for I Compete Natural, because I know they're very heavy on their drug testing of athletes. And from what I've heard, they are the most like legitimate federation for natural athletes. So pick a federation, pick a show. Also, you want to make sure that the time frame for that show is correct, because you may need to do an off season before you start prep. So make sure everything lines up well, but then once you've picked that show, lock it in. Book your flights, book your hotel, buy your board shorts, sign up for the classes that you're doing, because when you do that, you are building up the amount that is riding on you getting to that show and getting on stage on show day. So tell your friends and family, tell your workmates, book the time off work, post about it on social media, everybody around you will now know that you're doing this show, and it will make it harder for you to give up on it and let all those people down, especially when you've spent money on it and you've told people about it. It's going to build up your level of pride, and it is going to make it harder for you to give up on yourself and to give up on this goal. Pick your show, lock it in, tell everyone what you're going to do, and then go out and do it. That is the end of the video. That was my 3 top tips for stepping on stage for the first time. I hope you guys have found that helpful. I wish you all the best in your first bodybuilding prep. I know mine has been amazing. I can't wait to do it all again, but I also can't wait to just step on stage in 3 weeks' time. So if you guys enjoy the video, make sure you subscribe to my channel. 3 weeks' time, guys, I'm going to be hopping on that stage for the first time. So if you'd like to see me compete, I'm going to be filming all of the things leading up to show day, and I'll obviously get some filming done on show day. So there will be a show day video coming out in about 4 weeks. So I'll see you guys in the next video.